Straight to our top story this morning. Israel says it's currently striking military infrastructure in Iran after killing an Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps commander who they say funded and armed Hamas ahead of the October 7th attacks in Israel.
Mike Tobin is live in Tel Aviv with the very latest details. Hey, Mike.
Good morning, Griff. Good morning, gang. Israeli fighter jets are active right now in the southwestern portion of Iran. According to the IDF, they're striking targets.
Iran has launched a new wave of missiles towards Israel. Iran has total of 2,000 missiles in their artillery. It could be very difficult for Israel to just survive. USA has to intervene.
And this follows another round of Iranian missiles that flew at central Israel last night. Those missiles once again creating fireballs in the sky as they re-entered the atmosphere. Israeli missile interceptors in hot pursuit in the sky. The town of Holon next to Tel Aviv took a hit, resulting in a fire on the top of an apartment building. No reports of injuries. This is the second time Holon has been hit in the past 3 days. Israeli warplanes have
That is something terrifying, that these places are being hit. Now Holon has been hit. It is terrifying that Iron Dome is failing and Iran is just giving a lot of damage to Israel. It's just terrifying.
And on the hunt in Iran, the IDF reports the assassination of key Iranian figures. One of them was struck in a car. Benham Shahriyahi is his name. The IDF says he was a commander of the force that transferred weapons to Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthi rebels. The IDF also says they assassinated.
Fantastic strike by Israel defensive forces, but they even need to focus on their defenses as innocent people are being killed, and Iran doesn't care a damn about these strikes at all. They are going all out, all suicide mission to save Iran, but at what cost? They will just hamper millions of innocent life in Israel.
Assassinated Saeed Izzadahi last night. He is said to have been one of the architects of the October 7th massacre.
One more down.
And a key person in the relationship between Iran and Hamas. He was killed in the hideout apartment in the Iranian town of Qum. The destruction of Iran's missiles continues. The IDF estimates they have destroyed more than half of Iran's missile capability.
Goal was to make sure that they are in disarray, that they have a hard time carrying out operations.
Our goal is to make sure that Iran is disarray.
Obviously, if we don't keep pushing all the time, it might change. They might regroup, they might rearrange, but we're pushing all the time.
They cannot. Israel defense force cannot even rest for a second, because if they rest, Iran will gather strength. Iran will gather a lot of courage and a lot of ballistic missiles again. They will gather all the military launchers so that they could strike at Israel again. Israel has to be on their tiptoes each and every moment. They can't just stay out of it even for a second.
We're hunting down their commanders, we're hunting down their missile launchers, making sure they don't have a second to regroup and kind of rearrange their operations.
And Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi says the regime will not return to the negotiating table as long as Israeli strikes are going into Iran. Guys, back to you.
And no indication, Mike, that's going to stop anytime soon. It seems Israel is continuing to pretty much have a full court press, if you will.
Right. They have freedom of the skies over Iran.
The domination Israel has created with their F-35s, F-15s and F-16s. Apart from that, the drone attacks they have carried out was immensely fantastic, which helped them to destroy the Iran's missile system, the launchers, the defense system, their fighter jets. It helped them a lot, and when it happened, then Israel had a freedom in sky, attack wherever they want, go wherever they want, and strike wherever they want.
Having decimated their air defenses. And again, updating what we talked about just at the top of my live shot here, Israeli warplanes are active as we speak over southwest Iran.
Go ahead.
No, please.
Mike, when we talk about Iran's air defenses, going into this operation, there was a little bit of ambiguity over what air assets Iran may have, if they had some fighter jets, even some old American ones. Is there no air force for Iran at this point?
It doesn't seem they got many aircraft off the ground at all, if they had any. They had things like old U.S. F-14s. They had purchased 79 of them before the Islamic Revolution. They wanted to get 80, but the revolution happened. And I remember about a decade ago speaking with an Israeli F-16I pilot. He said, please put one of those things in the air against me, the F-14s. As much.
It's good that Iran doesn't have a lot of these aircrafts, though they have a few F-14s here and there, but it's good. It's good that they have old military jets. They won't be any match to the new F-35s, F-16s, and F-15s.
Much as they're a part of U.S. history, they're antiquated compared to the things that the Israeli Air Force has now.
Yeah, they peaked at Top Gun. My question about the American citizens there, and especially outside of Tel Aviv. My girlfriend's parents, for example, in Jerusalem, they got separated. The dad actually was on vacation or visiting the children elsewhere. And now the mom's going to get on a 16-hour bus ride to Egypt to get out. Talk to us about the tenor there with the Americans and whether indeed they are staying put or want to come back.
Well, you do have a lot of Israelis anyway who are very interested in being here. You have a lot of Israelis who are trying to get back into the country just to show solidarity. But you do have some of the American Jews who are here, and they're nervous about traveling through Arab nations, going out through, we came in through Jordan. A lot of them are
Yeah, I mean, they are indeed frightened regarding the situation right now. And they're more frightened wherein Iron Dome is not working. Iron Dome is not showing the support they should be showing, which is causing a massive trouble.
nervous about going out through Jordan. They're nervous about going down through the south of Israel, through the Sinai Peninsula, and through Egypt. But people have done it. They can make that trip. They've got options. You've also got some transportation that's being arranged through the U.S. Embassy here. So they.
Yeah, U.S. Embassy would be helping a lot in this situation. But again, it comes to the conclusion that whether traveling through Egypt is safe or no. And the point here is, yes, it is.
Got options to get out, but it's a nervous thing for Jews who are visiting Israel.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart.